Now on to our top story. Justice for a 5-year-old boy seriously hurt from a 3-story fall.
Emmanuel Aranda admitted to throwing him off a balcony at the Mall of America. In just a few hours, Aranda will be sentenced. Kaya Edwards is live outside the Hennepin County Courthouse with what we expect to happen at this hearing.
Probably an emotional day in court, considering the boy's family will get the chance to provide a victim impact statement. As for Aranda, it's highly likely he'll get 19 years in prison, considering that is the sentence he agreed to when he pleaded guilty last time in court to attempted first-degree murder. But Aranda's mother says her son has mental illness and needs help, not prison. In fact, a police report confirms Aranda's sister called 911 to report him attacking her. That was just 6 days before what happened at the mall.
He don't belong in jail. He needs mental help. That's what he needs. He don't need to be in jail.
This morning's hearing gets going at 9 o'clock, and there will be a camera in the courtroom, so we'll be able to show you what's happening. You just look for our updates on air and online today.
Kaya, thank you. You hope that this provides some sort of peace for that family.
And be sure to follow us on our KARE 11 social media pages and on KARE11.com for updates.
Happening right now, a historic visit for President Trump. This is a live picture of London, where the president and the first family are this morning. At times, the trip will be pretty highbrow. A visit with Queen Elizabeth, tea with Prince Charles, a banquet at Buckingham Palace, and a meeting with outgoing Prime Minister Theresa May. This is the third official state visit by a sitting U.S. president.
In the morning rush, South St. Paul police are looking into what caused 6 people to overdose in a home Saturday night. It happened near Bircher Avenue and Concord Street, about a quarter-mile east of Highway 52. Officers used Narcan on the 6 people, but there's no word on how they're doing this morning. A police officer at the scene also had to go to a hospital for possible exposure to the unknown drug. A crime alert in the West Metro. Police say there's been a rash of burglaries and thefts. It's happening around County Road 11 in Orono, Independence, and Loretto. Officers say thieves are going into unlocked cars and then using garage door openers to get inside homes. At least 2 cars have been stolen. The Temporary Navigation Center in Minneapolis is closing today. It was built to help the homeless living in an encampment along Hiawatha Avenue during the harsh winter months. Around 140 people now have stable housing, but about 35 people remain. This morning, we're remembering former Minneapolis Mayor Don Fraser. He died over the weekend at the age of 95. Fraser served as the city's leader from 1980 to 1993. He also held office in the state Senate and the U.S. House of Representatives. Current Mayor Jacob Fry calls Fraser one of the greatest champions our city has ever known.
Chris, thank you. 6:05 is your time on this Monday. A school district out of New York is taking school safety to a whole nother level, but it's sparking some controversy. The Lockport City School District is launching a first-of-its-kind facial recognition system. In our digital dive, we are asking our Sunrisers if you think schools should use facial recognition software. You can go to KARE11.com/vote now to chime in. Meanwhile, here's more on how this will all work. Now, the system's designed to detect faces of people who are not allowed in the schools, sex offenders, suspended students or staff, and others who are deemed a threat. The software can also detect guns. Now, there's a handful of schools all around the country that use facial recognition software, but this school district is putting cameras not only at the doorways, but throughout the entire school, except for inside of the classrooms. Some parents in this district, they're calling this an invasion of privacy and a big waste of money. Now, despite the concerns, the school superintendent says school safety is still the #1 priority, saying, quote, "Much of our dismay, school shootings continue to occur in our country. In many cases, these shootings involve students connected to the schools where these horrific incidents occur." So again, we want to know if you think schools should use facial recognition software. The majority of you are voting yes. 75% looks like saying yes. Here's some of your comments this morning. Anita, good morning. She says facial recognition might make it safer, but she wouldn't allow her kids to attend a school that uses it. All right, Anita. And Shaletta, good morning to you as well. She says that as a school is so big and needs facial recognition to keep kids safe, then maybe it's time to add another school and keep classrooms smaller. So a few of our Sunrisers are kind of against this. If you'd like to chime in, you can join the conversation right now by heading over to our KARE 11 Facebook and Twitter pages.
You know, the more I think about this, bottom line, it's so sad that we're even talking about this, that school shootings have become so common that we're thinking about taking these steps. But we have to do something to
Right.
keep kids safe.
Yeah, and this might be a step in the right direction. Right now, let's check in with Sven for our One Thing weather.
Yeah, we're looking at a beautiful Monday, sunshine all day long. We're headed up to about 80 degrees this afternoon, so starting out in the 50s, but warming up quick out there. You will see a little hazy sunshine with some of that Canadian wildfire smoke still in the skies, but we are talking about the chance of a little thunder maybe later in the day tomorrow. It's coming up in our full weather in a few minutes.
Sounds good there, Sven. Here's your One Thing traffic this morning. Roads are back open after weekend closures of 35W northbound from the Burnsville splits to get to 494. And then 94, the stretch over near Woodbury, is also back open this morning after a weekend closure there. So all things are smooth sailing except 2 crashes, not causing slowdowns yet.
Alicia, thank you. Parents, listen up. A dangerous warning coming from your laundry room this morning. According to a new study from Nationwide Children's Hospital, kids are still getting into laundry detergent packets. That's despite numerous warnings about their dangers. Researchers analyzed over 73,000 calls to U.S. poison control centers related to laundry packets. It showed incidents involving children under 6 decreased by just 18% between 2015 and 2017. Now, before you plan out tonight's dinner, there's a recall you should know about. Simply Smart Chicken is pulling a number of its products from the shelf. The ready-to-eat chicken may be contaminated with pieces of bone material. You can return the products for a full refund. With a reported 8 in 10 adults living paycheck to paycheck, schools across the country are now making financial literacy part of the curriculum. It's a trend spreading quickly across the country. More than 20 states have passed laws in an effort to teach students how to financially prepare for their future. We're going to have much more on this coming up on the Today Show right after sunrise.
Yeah, stunning numbers, 8 out of 10. I mean, I guess it's also how you look at that, living paycheck to paycheck, because even if you have some savings, I bet you a lot of people do still live paycheck to paycheck.
Oh, 100%.
Right? Yeah.
But I can't think of anything maybe more valuable you could teach in school than financial literacy to kids.
It's about time, because I remember getting none of that.
No,
Yeah.
no. Not at all. Well, still to come on Sunrise, searching for answers as a community copes with tragedy. Police are revealing more information about what happened hours before that mass shooting in Virginia.
Plus, an epic battle happening across the country. Communities are facing off with rising floodwaters. The breaking point they're reaching this morning.